Hi everybody! You are looking at some of my finger knitting in progress. I was excited to see that many of you are finger knitting at home too. Remember, I had the thought that once we get back to Slate School, we could connect all of our finger knitting and see how big of a circle it could make. Would it fit around our courtyard? Would it fit around our play structure? Would it fit around the whole school? We'll see. This all got me curious about how long my finger knitting is so far. And I know a couple of friends are wondering the same thing. So I'm going to measure my finger knitting. Whenever we measure something, we have to think about what unit we're going to use, right? We think about units all the time when we cook. I wouldn't put 1 flour into my recipe. I would put 1 cup of flour or 1 tablespoon of flour. Those are my units. Now, to measure this length, this line, I think I'm going to use books as my unit. So here's my book. I'm going to see how many books long my finger knitting is. I'll start right at the end. And I find it helpful to use some kind of tool to remind me where each unit ended along the length. Okay, so there's 1 book. And then I can come to the other side of my marker. 2 books. Oh, that about did it. My finger knitting seems to be 2 books long. But, you know, there are other units I could use. How about a block? Any predictions? How many blocks long do you think this finger knitting is? Looking at the block, I'm going to say 3 blocks. That's my prediction. Okay, line it right up at the end. I'll use my marker to note where that first block fell on the length. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3. Looks like it could be about 3.5. My finger knitting is 3.5 blocks long. Now, I'd love for you to try the same thing. Measure your finger knitting, decide what unit you want to use, and maybe you'll share with us how long your finger knitting is. But if you're not a finger knitter, that's just fine. Just take a look at our measurement scavenger hunt, and there'll be plenty for you to measure. Enjoy!